Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Start Stitches. I hope you are all okay and have had a good week. I haven't had any deliveries this week, not yarny related in terms of any of my orders. Something arrived that I've ordered for someone else and I'll show you why that is in a second. So this week is just going to be an update on, I finished my scarf I was working on and what I'm working on for somebody else at the moment. So what's happening this week? I ordered my Care Bears from Siobhan on Friday. That was at 12 o'clock, that went live. I think a lot of the yarn dyes, etc. are all up at Yarndale this weekend, which unfortunately is too far for me. It's about a 5-6 hour journey, so I can't go, and I'm gutted about that because a lot of my favourites are up there. Toft, Woolly Mamas, Siobhan's. I think Wee Woolies did it last year. I don't think Lisa's done it this year because she's just moved house. But yes, gutted to have missed that. But I do have Ali Pally in a couple of weeks' time, so 2 weeks yesterday. So I'm looking forward to that. But yes, there's nothing else. Toft did a little update on their website for 10 years of crochet, and that included a new goat pattern using, I don't think it's mohair, I can't remember what it is, but a different type of, I think a boucle type yarn. I have had a look at it. Not my cup of tea really, only because I'm probably a bit scared of the boucle type yarn, and it's all just a cream colour, I think. I haven't actually looked. You might be able to pick some different colours to go with it, but yes, not drawing me in on that one, but there you go. So I'll show you my scarf that I finished, because I started that last week with the other half of my Rainbow Fusions Advent yarn, and I linked you it wasn't a pattern, it was an online video of how to complete that. So it is done. Here we are. And you can possibly see the scalloped edge a bit better. If I stop there and let it focus, you can see. So that's it folded in half. So in its entirety, oh, I can't fit it all in. There you are. So that is my scarf all done. So that is 12 colours. That was 240 grams of the Advent yarn, because I had 20 grams per day and over 24 days. So that is that. So I've done it possibly a bit wider. That's how wide it is if I hold it against me. Because I quite like a wide scarf. Well, it's not that wide, but you don't want it too thin, do you? So it's possibly not as long as some people would like. It's still wrappable, but obviously if I turn it around the other way, you can see, oh, without strangling myself, when you wrap it round, this is sort of how much extra you've got. It's not too bad, enough to protect the neck when you've got a coat that you don't quite do up. But yeah, I do feel a little bit strangled there. We'll loosen that off a little bit. But yeah, that's my hand dyed scarf I've made myself. So with my other half of my yarn, quite pleased with that. I don't do, probably if you've watched from me, because I never mention it, I don't do blocking and things like that. I possibly should, but it looks about right. It doesn't look like super skinny on one end and super fat on the other. It's the same sort of width. No issues there. So that was the other half of my Advent yarn from last year. Finally finding a use for it. So yeah, I'll link the online video pattern thing again for you, so if you like the look of that. But it was really easy, worked up super quick, and yeah, I just like that the pattern already encompassed the scalloped edges, so it's not something you had to do when you were finished. So it was just backwards and forwards repeating, so it's quite easy for me to do in front of the TV. She says pointing, because you all know that my TV's there, don't you? Right, the other, so the next item I'm now working on, and this is why I've kind of had a delivery, but it's not for me, is this. You can see that. So this is, I have actually never seen this film. You can all come at me in the comments. Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton's Disney it's Disney, isn't it? Yep, Disney. Animated film or stop motion animation, isn't it? So I have the friend that I made, if you ever recall or have seen, yeah, I think I mentioned the 2 Baby Yodas and also 2 axolotls, I think, when I started this channel last year. You would have seen me show and tell those. So her and her boys, well, and I say boys meaning her 2 boys and her husband, all love Nightmare Before Christmas, and they'd have it all year round out at home. So we've been looking for a long time. She was like, oh, if you can find a pattern for that, I'd love it. And we were looking at other people's third-party patterns, etc. And then all of a sudden I was on Amazon and saw this. Now, I didn't buy it off Amazon in the end because it was out of stock. I bought it somewhere else. But it was $18.99. You get enough yarn, stuffing, etc. to make both Jack and Sally, is it? Within the kit itself, and you get a hook. And there's a book in here, so I will open and show you. But the book has, I don't remember what it says on the front. Did tell me on the front, up to 12 iconic characters. So I'll open and show you. So this is the booklet you get inside. And I have some of these sort of box set kits before. I've got a Marvel one, I've got, I think, a Harry Potter one, and I've got a Friends set one that I haven't used yet. And I did used to have like some Disney ones and Mickey Mouse, but I never used those, so I did sell those on. But they have the booklet inside, and then you can see on the back. And then if we open, see who I've got here. So I'll read through who we've got. So it's obviously got some bits and sections with tools and materials and stitches, etc. So then we've got Jack Skellington, Sally, Oogie Boogie, Dr. Frankenstein, Mayor of Halloween Town, Lock, Shock, Barrel, Zero, Santa Claus, Santa Jack Skeleton, and Spiral Hill. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Can you see all the little, hopefully that'll focus. All the little characters at the bottom here are all the ones that you can make. Try and show you. So I'm on Jack at the moment, is what I'm making. So there's all your pattern. And the Spiral Hill is like an intarsia crochet, like a wall hanging, and then you have to embroider on the characters here. Sorry, the rabbit's going mad outside. It's because the pigeons have come down. So yeah, so you've got all those different patterns to make those different characters, all the abbreviations in the back of all the different stitches, and some bits in the front about finishing stitches, etc. So for £19, I mean, obviously it's Disney as well, so you're paying for the copyright and licensing, but you know, I think if you're a fan of these sorts of boxes that come out and the characters and all the characters involved, yeah, I think it's probably worth it. So I'm going to be making Jack and Sally for her, hopefully, so we get those done in time for Halloween. And then I said we'll have to try and make one every so often throughout the rest of the year for her, so she ends up with a full collection eventually. But you also get pipe cleaners inside, because I'll show you. I'm on Jack at the moment, so we're still attached to the white. I have to say the yarn is not the best. It says in the book it's paint box yarns, but it's not, obviously, with the different quality and the hand dye that I'm used to. It's obviously, hence the kit is only $18.99, so it's within a budget, let's say. So here we are, and it doesn't help that I'm wearing black. So if I move away to the side, so as you can see, very skinny legs for Jack Skellington. This is going up into his body and now into his head. So the legs are not stuffed at all, but they do have, because you get included in them in the kit, pipe cleaners, or what did they call them? They call them something really weird, because this is in US terminology, this book. And I was like, what are they on about? And then I realised, oh, a chenille stem. obviously what the Americans call pipe cleaners, a chenille stem. Learn something new every day. So this is one long pipe cleaner that's bent in half to make his legs. And I suppose then I'm not going to do it, but he would be poseable, so they can sort of, obviously, once he gets to my friends, they can bend the legs and sit him on the edge of a shelf or whatever. So that's where we're at the moment with Jack Skellington. So we go up and do his head. His arms are separate. Then he has like not a bib, but the section of his shirt kind of crocheted as a bib and sewn on, and various bits for his shoulder pieces, and I think he's got like coattails. So I started that Friday night, so that's just how far we got Friday, because they're tall, but not much to them in terms of like leg work, etc. So yeah, so that's what came this week, but it's not for me, it's for me to be making for my friend. So we're going to work our way through those, because we are, 25th of September today. So there is, if I can crack on and try and get Jack done this week and then start Sally. Unfortunately with Sally, I think I've got to make all the pieces of her dress separately and then sew them together. But they should be fairly quick, because they're going to be lots of small pieces. But it's keeping track of making sure things are the right way around. Anywho, that is what we're on. I will pop a link into that kit. I ordered from a company called Blackwell's, which is a bit like a WH Smith's type place, if you know it. Amazon might be back in stock, I don't know, but that's just where I sort of saw it and then Googled where I could buy it, because it was out of stock. It only came out in July of this year, so hence probably why it's gone at the moment, because people are wanting to purchase it for Halloween. I'm not sure, because obviously it's called Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween film or is it a Christmas film? I should ask my friend, but if anyone can allude in the comments, let me know. That's what I'm working on at the moment. Haven't gone back to my delphinium again. Awful, I know. And I did also forget and realise that we've bypassed this channel, has been open, and I've had it running for a year now. It was a year, I think, on the 4th or 5th of September. So happy 1 year to us. Thanks for all of you for joining and coming along for the ride and subscribing and listening to me waffle. There will be more waffling. I'll continue to waffle because I'm quite enjoying it. I will do some videoing at Ali Pali for you when I go in a couple of weeks. Try and take some pictures as well, and then do hopefully a haul for you for when we get back. So it'll probably be a long day on the Saturday we're going. Yeah, we'll probably be on the Sunday. I'll do a video. And I'll try and remember to say this again next week, but if any of you are going to Ali Pali on the Saturday, I will be there with my friend Emily. So probably loitering at the Toff stand for quite a while, I'm sure. But yeah, if you're there, let me know on the comments or whatever, and we can always come and give each other a wave and a hi. So, right, enough of me babbling. Have a good week. Get some crochet in tonight, like I will, if you can. And I will catch you all next time. Take care. Bye.